Yeah. Julo times. Glacier to glacier. We back, baby. We gotta present our paper about the anarchism book selection to Our Lady. It's the proposal you've written for Jonna. You better be sure to give it to her. All right, Jonna. I guess let's do this shit, Jonna. Do you like me, Jonna? Hey, Jonna. What do you think about sex? I'm not sure it's appropriate for us to discuss that. Right. Sorry. What about drugs? If you can think of even one scenario where bringing up drugs to your boss would be a good idea, be my guest. That's funny. Oh, sorry. We already got this shit. All right, let's give her the proposal. Fuck it. Well, here's my proposal. You know, the thing I said I'd write for the shelving system? Oh. Jonna seems surprised, which in turn surprises you. Did she not expect you to follow through? Well, I'll definitely read this today and let you know what I think. Thanks, Mara. Glad to know I can rely on you. This exchange does you well. It's not every day you get to defy expectations in the good direction. Hell yeah. I'm curious to know what she thinks about it. I look forward to reading your proposal, Mara. Thanks again. Yeah, seeing this bitch like, yeah. Okay, I think we should, do we have class today? Is today a class day? There's a sign informing the students of Intro to Globalization that today's class has been canceled due to a sudden emergency. Really, that's just as well. You didn't do the assigned reading, and weren't looking forward to bluffing your way through the afternoon. Well, what should you do with the next 3 hours? You wouldn't mind catching a film. Of course, you have no money for that. You'd normally use one of the theater vouchers you're given as a student of the SUCS. But you've left them all at home. You have to text Mom for a voucher number. When you receive or think of sending a text, you'll see a balloon by your head. Click it to start texting. Hey, can you find my movie voucher? It takes Mom about 30 seconds to respond. She's usually home this time of day. Where? Drawer by my bed. Not that Mom needs permission to invade your room, but she will probably use this opportunity to root around for other things. My mom would do the same. Need a code on top. Hell yeah. Thanks. Coming home tonight? Yep, see you then. You occasionally forget how long you've been away from home. This current run of crashes at Daniel's place is now in its 3rd day. Thankfully, you've already promised to spend some time this weekend with Mom. At this point, you are starting to miss her. But your day in the city is far from over. You wonder which movie is about to start. I guess let's fucking see, baby. We in this we really are we gonna watch Holes? That would be hype. Of the available movies, you are most interested in Phone Booth. The single location concept is enticing, even if Daniel finds it corny. One for Phone Booth, please. What was it? Phone Booth? Oh, you're mumbling. You gotta give a good name, or gotta give a good voice for this guy. Why are you mumbling the title of the movie like that? Not mumbling. Whatever you say. $12. Can I use a voucher instead? Sure, just read me the code. You lazily hold up the contents of your texts with Mom, forcing the ticketing agent to squint at the dim microscopic text. Sounds like your mom misses you. Let's stick to the matter at hand, shall we? Got it. Enjoy your movie. Hell yeah, this is such a fucking cool outline. Look at that. The small, medium, large. God, this art is fucking awesome. Let's just take a moment and enjoy it. You know what I mean? Okay, moving on. At this time of day, the theater is practically empty. I'm so sorry, everyone. How long has my video been, like, seriously blocking the dialogue boxes at the bottom? Should be smaller, right? Right? That's probably better. Might be a little small, but I'd rather you be able to read the fucking game. At this time of day, the theater is practically empty, allowing for a strange intimacy between you and Joel Schumacher's psychological thriller Phone Booth, starring Colin Farrell. Despite an unconvincing New York accent from Farrell, which Daniel would surely be mocking, you are quickly transported into the swirling activity of Midtown, where Farrell's Stewart, an unscrupulous publicist, is about to be snared and mercilessly chastened. Trapped between the greasy walls of New York's last phone booth, Stewart is tormented over the phone for an hour by an anonymous, heavy-handed captor. Under threat of violence, Stewart is forced to confront all that is misanthropic about his nature, tearfully confessing his sins to the people he has harmed, while a compassionate cop, Forrest Whitaker, works to prove the existence and location of his assailant. By the time Act 3 rolls around, you notice Adam has called. You decide to wait until you get out to call him back. At a crisp 81 minutes, the movie is shorter than your average Disney film. Although it never gets particularly deep, there is nothing wasted either. You are grateful to have enjoyed it all the way to the end without wondering if it will haunt your nightmares. The conceit is just too far-fetched to append your own daily concerns. Seems like an interesting movie. Hey, sweetie. God, fucking Adam. I hate Adam so much. Hey, sweetie. Hiya. Are you done with class? Yep, done for the day. You figure there's no sense in mentioning to Adam that class was canceled. He'll just wonder why you didn't call him sooner, and you haven't prepared an answer for that. Omitting details. That's the first step to a fucking shitty end to a relationship. Cool. You sense by Adam's tone that he'd been expecting you to call earlier in the day. You decide to move on quickly. How was today? Work was the same. The guys are coming over later. Nice. So this is exciting. I met Andrew Stern today, like on the street, in classic big city fashion. Who? The writer? Views for Use? Oh, I don't know. I've sent you links from it. Oh, that cranky blogger? You met him? Yeah, he was actually really nice. Me and a friend recognized him when we just went for it. He even invited us to a reading. I'm going over there after dinner. Wow, nice. Yeah, I'm super excited. Just be careful, sweetie. Of what? Oh, you know, that he isn't just trying to hit on you. Andrew? Definitely not. How do you know? You feel the bubbling of stress. The sweetness of your day is fading. Well, I was actually there for one thing. I was the one who approached him. He probably loves being approached, especially by young women. Those pseudo-famous writer types always do. I'm pretty sure he's married. Doesn't matter. Don't you think you're generalizing a little? I've spent time around these literary types. It's just what I've observed. You find yourself aghast at the laziness of Adam's argument. You can actually hear the friction of the couch cushions as he leans back. Well, I don't need your observations. Adam is quiet. You may have gone too far. You wait for him to admonish you. When he doesn't, you somehow feel worse. I just mean, I appreciate your concern and all, but you consider your words. The last thing you need is another night-destroying series of phone calls. You'll never forgive yourself if you miss out on this reading. When Adam continues to wait silently, a guilt sets in. You realize how little he knows about your current state. I'm sorry, Adam. I haven't written anything I've really liked lately. Really? Nothing? No. Not really. I feel like I've been in school all this time and have nothing to show for it. So, I'm just trying to meet people outside of school and have conversations with them, and I just feel like I suck right now, and I haven't branched out enough, and I'm mad at myself. I don't mean to take it out on you. That all sounds really stressful. Fuck you, Adam! I'm just saying, I'm having such a good time reading these lines, because, like, the writing is very genuine and, like, feels real, if that makes sense. Like the dialogue is very well written and feels natural. Like, sometimes in video games that are, like, point and clicky like this, like, the dialogue doesn't feel, like, necessarily real. It feels video gamey and, like, staged, almost like a play. This just, like, feels real, you know? Well, I'm glad you're telling me. Yeah. Is school wearing you down? Maybe. Have you ever considered taking a semester off? Ha, no. I did it once. It's worth considering if you're really stressed. What would I even do at that time? Well, for one thing, we could see each other more. Fuck off, Adam! You could stay with me for longer. For more than just a weekend. Adam has been bringing this up more and more lately. You consider the routine you so smoothly fall into visiting Adam in his exurban... Exurban? Ex-urban? Alexa, what does ex-urban mean? Bitch. Alexa, stop. Alexa, what does EXURBAN mean? Alexa, what does EXURBAN mean?
Exurban means relating to areas beyond city suburbs, typically prosperous communities with lower density than typical suburbs.
Oh, so it's like a rich suburb? Exurban?
Exurbs are similar to suburbs, but with some key
I didn't ask for you to follow up. Alexa, stop. God damn it. Fucking shit, fucking fuck, man. You consider the routine you so smoothly fall into visiting Adam in his exurban hometown 300 miles away. The privacy and tidiness of his apartment, the ease of running errands in his passenger seat, the consistency of his social group. Could you write there in the quiet of Adam's bedroom while he's at work? Would a daily walk across the sprawl of parking lots from his apartment complex to the Wegmans and back again be enough to jog your vision? If you truly had nothing else to worry about, no peripheral paths to doubt, could you write? I'd have to think about it. I have to go, Adam. Okay, call me when the thing ends, okay? Okay. And we can talk more about it, okay? I love you. Okay. And I miss you so much. I love and I miss you too. Bye. Did you notice that he said I love you and she said okay? That's the beginnings of it, motherfuckers. That's the beginnings of it. I'm telling you, that's the fucking beginnings of this shit. Once you start saying I miss you and I say okay, we're fucked, man. We're shit, man, fucked. I'm telling you. I know how these things work. I've been through it and shit. There's just enough time to grab a quick dinner before the reading starts. Better hop to it. Shit. Do I go to the pizza place? Because I'm definitely not fucking going to be able to go to pierogies or whatever, Rainbows. What Ukrainian place is called Rainbows, dog? Come on. If I could get my hands on some, that would be great. Thanks. What about sex? Can I ask myself about sex? Sex is simply part of my life now. It's hard to believe it was once a big deal. Oh, shit. Somebody just set off a firework outside. What do I think about anarchism now? There's something about anarchism that appeals to me. I've been feeling kind of hopeless with politics lately, but maybe there is another path. Wait, don't I have plans with Lily Peters tonight? Oop. Andrew is such a gruff personality, but the next moment he'll be laughing at something goofy. Do I annoy him or not? In my log, did I already write? Yeah, I already did my 2 things for today. I guess I'll get pizza. Hell yeah. By the time you finish eating, the sun has already set. That reading is probably starting any minute now. Better head over to the King's Men. These 2 are probably students living at the Sucks dorm building. You do not recognize them. Who are these 2 guys? The William Henry Harrison was built... Oh, let's see. Oh, these guys don't want to say anything to me, huh? Yeah, I've seen this before. No, still nothing on this guy. I guess we're just gonna go there. Here we go. There you are. Hey, did I miss anything? Nope. We're the show, so it starts when we do. Nice. What's your name again? Mara. Mara Whitefish? Mara. This is Max, my protege. He's reading tonight too. Not his protege. I gotta think of a voice for this guy. He seems to be important. Not his protege. That's so fucking dumb. He doesn't give that. Not his protege. Hiya. Not his protege. Not his protege. Hiya. And John is just a hanger-on. Hanger-on these nuts. You immediately recognize both John Klein and Max Hornwell as Andrew's contemporaries, each distinguished and influential in their own right. Though John and Max's work is less familiar to you, you are equally gobsmacked by their casual presence. Nice to meet you all. Shall we go in? Yeah, let me kill this. You want? The half-smoked joint rests between John's fingers. He presents it to you without the slightest hesitation. You, on the other hand, waver. The last time you smoked weed, it was a big problem for Adam. You've avoided the drug since, reasoning that its cost, an argument or a shady secret that haunts you, is just too great. But John's manner is so sincere, so welcoming. The intimacy of the moment compels you. You grasp the ease with which connections between you and your fellow man can be made. You want it to be so easy. Fuck Adam. Let's smoke. Sure. Your first and last inhalation is accompanied by an embarrassing barrage of coughs. Your throat is sensitive after a long hiatus from smoking, but this is also a particularly harsh joint, containing what tastes like a mixture of cannabis and tobacco. It's like a spliff. You immediately feel woozy and out of breath. Gimme. You alright? Sorry. Yeah. Not your fault. Andrew keeps cutting his shit weed with his lousy tobacco. My weed is great. The coughing gets you higher. I forgot his voice already. Alright. Let's get in there. The room for the reading. Look at this fucking border. It's so cool. The room for the reading is packed with a varied and eager crowd. Andrew reads a passage from a new unreleased work, as well as a few old hits from the blog and alt weeklies, with which he deftly holds the room's attention. Still, you are surprised that Andrew's following in the city wouldn't fill a larger room. To you, he is a titan of unimaginable scale. I love this border. The books and the coffee beans and... so cool. Alright, this next guest needs no introduction. The fucker is positively infamous. If you've been following these events, you're probably just as excited as I am to welcome John Klein to the stage. Are people snapping? Is my camera is centered. Not really. Andrew! I'm truly honored. Thank you, everyone. Wait. Gotta throw up. Ooh. Nope. Just dry heaves. It's so good. Sorry, I'm just taken aback by the border and the way people are sitting. It's just like so like cramped and cool. Okay, so I don't actually remember writing this, but from a sheet of paper with the nasty raggedness of used tissue. Oh, wrong voice. From a sheet of paper with the nasty raggedness of used tissue, John proceeds with 5 minutes of pure gold. Despite, or perhaps thanks to, his unreadiness, he keeps the room in stitches for a brief but enthralling set. Thanks, y'all. And none of you saw me here tonight. Got it? Woo! Yeah! At first, the weed you smoked brings you the calming, happy notion of locking yourself into place, Lego-like in a crowded room, a place you must belong. But after a few minutes, the path winds into darkness. You start to wonder if you've imposed yourself upon Andrew, who never would have invited you to the reading if you hadn't badgered him on the street. You regret accepting John's joint when you clearly didn't know how to smoke it, or what the consequences would be, and you made a whole scene of it just as Max was urging everyone inside. All this compounded by the fact that you've betrayed Adam's trust by doing illegal drugs with a group of male strangers. How can you ever explain this to him without lying? You want to leave as soon as there's a break in the event. You want to cry somewhere. Oops. The reading is over. People are mingling, but you're finding it unbearable to stay. You wonder if you can convince Daniel to walk you to the train station so you don't have to leave alone. Look at her. She's fucking zonked out. Look at her face, dude. Look at Mara's fucking face, man. This wall serves as a backdrop for events at the King's Men. You suspect a merchandise display has been hastily cleared out for this occasion. You don't recognize anyone from SUCS at this reading. You'd wager most of them are not students at all. The right-hand wall is clearly the shop's pride and joy. Here you find new releases, staff recommendations, and used titles organized pristinely by genre. The presentation of this wall starts to break down towards the back of the shop. Beyond the neatly arranged non-fiction volumes and gewgaws lies a mess of dusty old stock and vintage old movie posters. Alexa, what is gewgaws?
Gewgaws are showy trinkets or bombs. Basically fancy, but
Useless little decorations. You've heard of framing devices, but this is ridiculous. That's funny. You can even look at the border. The stage is located at the back of the shop and is just more floor with no physical distinction. But that's never stopped the nimble playwright from conjuring meaning, has it? So too shall tonight's speakers dazzle from dust. Alright, let's talk to this fucker. This bookstore's great, huh? Yeah, not bad. I can't afford to buy anything, though. Oh, right. Well, we can trade books if you want. I've actually got one you might like. Ah, Daniel wants to trade books with you. You will occasionally be able to trade books with people you know. When someone wants to trade, a blue book icon will appear inside the question mark balloon. To trade, move the pointer over the person and hold down the right mouse button. Try it out. Trading books is a great free way to beef up your own collection. It's also a chance to give your friends something they might love. Consider which books you're offering to whom. And hey, if you've both read a book, it might just give you and your friend something to talk about. Since Daniel goes to SUCS, you can also trade library books with him. Don't worry, he'll return them for you. I think you will often have a small window of time to trade books. If you see that person later, they may no longer want to trade. So, seize the moment. Got it. Right. Or don't. It's up to you, boss. So, I think I should give him against interpretation because it kind of said to earlier. The work of art in the age of mechanical production by Walter Benjamin. Yeah, let's trade these two. Let's give him against interpretation, even though I haven't read it yet. Because I read God in the State. What's this? I saw it at the library and thought you might like it. It's about movies and stuff, I think. Oh, cool. Hey, do you want to walk me to the train? Why, you're not coming? To where? Weird O'Malley's, the bar with all the guys, after this. They invited you? Yeah, we're both invited. Don't go home yet. Daniel must be mistaken. You've presented nothing short of your most annoying self so far. Why would they want you tagging along? But we're not 21. It's fine. Max is only 20. He says they don't card during happy hour. Are you sure they invited us? Yeah. Stay, Mara. You're far too tempted by this opportunity to say no. Your embarrassment functions are suddenly overridden. I guess I have a little time before my train. Great. Then we have no time to waste. Ready to go? Sure. Weird O'Malley's is just around the block, past the diner. Are you sure this bar doesn't card? That's what they said. Okay. What's the big deal either way? Worst case, they don't let us in. I wish I understood your brain, Daniel. Me too. Come on, let's go. You know, didn't my friend Lily Peters say that she wanted to hang out tonight or some shit? Or was that another day? I don't remember. Oh shit, here we go. Shit show, huh? What do you mean? My reading kind of sucked, yeah? The sound was all weird. No way, it was great. Yeah, man, I liked it. And we're not afraid to be honest. Oh, well, you guys are nice. We're not just saying that. It was awesome. Thanks. I appreciate that. See you guys inside. Your eyes whip about nervously, waiting for a stern adult voice to question your presence. When it doesn't come, Daniel doesn't seem surprised at all. There they are. Wow. Okay. As far as you can tell, every patron at Weird O'Malley's is legitimately over 21 and personally invested in seeing you caught, tried, and chastised for your intrusion. Although the bartenders occasionally glance in your direction, ooh, the song. Bro! We in this bitch like... Come on, come on! Come on, come on! Where you at? Where you at? Come on, come on! Is my voice going over it? I think it is. I think we're chill. Although the bartenders occasionally glance in your direction, their eyes seem to pass cleanly through your body to the space beyond. You are fine with this. The mood amongst patrons at Weird O'Malley's is strangely reminiscent of the high season crowds on Perfect Tides. The mix of brotherly reunion and an anxious suspicion of some better adjacent party takes you right back. Are there like a lot of people who like are tourists there? Sure are a lot of fellas in this bar tonight, huh? Kinda low on the chicks. Yeah, aren't we lucky? I can't quite pinpoint your sarcasm there. Are you saying you're unlucky because you want there to be more women? Or are you lucky that there aren't more women as irritating as me? Or are you saying you're actually lucky because you prefer the company of gentlemen? I feel lucky to be having this conversation, that's for sure. Is that because of the great impression I'm making, or because I'm so annoying that you'll get to laugh about me when I walk away? Or are you also being sarcastic and you want me to leave? How about we don't find out? That's funny. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that a second time. The pillar is a marvel to behold in its intricacy. Its structural integrity, on the other hand, gives you a vague pinch of concern. The walls of Weird O'Malley's feature an incredible display of hand-glued mosaic art from differently colored bottle caps. The site is an instant inspiration to you. How many caps would you need to create something similar? Should you start collecting them now? You could probably leave with a dozen from this bar alone. In another moment, you are self-conscious about your little project and how stupid you would look assembling your collection. Your eyes search for the nearest, blankest spot. You went to high school with him but spent years in separate worlds, Daniel Davis. The summer between junior and senior year, you got up the nerve to ask him to platonically watch Spirited Away with you. You've been hanging out ever since. He's a good friend, perhaps a better one than you. He asks about your interests even when he doesn't share them. He reads your writing and gives opinions that you trust. And he doesn't mind that you spend about half your week hanging out and crashing at his apartment. At least, he doesn't seem to. Actually, that's the main downside to your friendship with Daniel. You're not often sure how he's feeling. On occasion, you get the sense that he doesn't want you around and just won't say so. You've fallen into more than one spiral wondering what Daniel thinks of you. The thing is, every time you've had this crisis and put some space between you, he invites you out again. So, are you just crazy? The data is inconclusive. That's really good insight on Daniel. From what you understand, I'm gonna give Max a British accent. I just need to differentiate him. From what you understand, Max is something of a wunderkind in the online blogging world, having achieved at least a comparable audience to the likes of Andrew and John. He writes mainly about technology and is often rewarded by his subjects with sample products from the cutting edge. Personally, you find Max to be a difficult read. When you approach a conversation, he seems determined to block your entry, and yet he will engage when you've nonetheless broken through. You're not sure what about you could possibly threaten Max. Seems ridiculous to wonder when you've only just met, and you never considered before today what he might think of you. And yet, here you are. The wall across from the bathroom has one of the most impressive bottle cap mosaics in the whole bar, as if to apologize for the experience yet to come. Andrew is a sturdily built, if fidgety man in his mid to late 20s. It's as if he possesses all of your own concerns, but has been sedated to a point of not caring. Like many of those you've met in the city, Andrew's manner is gruff, but porous. A well-placed joke or charming remark is always rewarded. You are, in these moments, able to forget that you admire his work to a terrifying degree. Well, let's talk to them. You made it. Yeah, the reading was great. Thanks. I was worried about the crowd. I was worried the crowd would kind of suck, but it ended being pretty intimate, you know? Yeah. Want a drink? I'm buying tonight. Oh, no, that's way too nice. You came out to the reading. There's 100 other ways you could have spent your night. There absolutely aren't, but please, I insist. You 21? You have a tolerance for drink? Absolutely. That really isn't a lie. You've tolerated every alcoholic beverage you've had. Cool. What do you want? Oh, whatever's available. You're funny. There's about 30 beers on tap, and they've got an extensive liquor list. You've never been in an alcohol-related situation with choices. The pressure is just too great. Andrew is waiting patiently, but with some bemusement for your answer. What are you drinking? Say, what are you drinking there? You congratulate yourself for serving up such a sly answer. Stone IPA? That sounds good. I'll have that. You like IPA? Sure, I like them all. IPA, Budweiser, bottled beer, and canned beer. Why? Is there something gross about it? It's just kind of bitter, but if that's what you like. Oh, sure, that's fine. I have an idea. Can I pick something for you? Yes, please. Red Bull and vodka. You've heard of both of these things and have sampled other energy drinks in the past, but you're concerned it might taste bad and you won't be able to finish. That would be a poor way to show your gratitude to Andrew. Thank you. Cheers. Wow. That doesn't taste like alcohol at all. It's just syrupy, really. Almost like a spiced soda? You should have no trouble finishing this. Careful with that. I really like it. I can see, yeah. Is this motherfucker trying to get me drunk? I hope not, let me tell you. Sorry, the music's just like blaring in my ears. Hey, no idea who that is. Let's talk to him. What about my boyfriend? You know Jana? Okay. You know Theo? You know Jemima? Oh, shit, he does. He knows Walshy. I took one of Walsh's continuing ed classes one time. You did? I'm sure she doesn't remember me. I had no idea what I was doing. Did you find it useful? Who knows? I can't really see the steps of my own path. Just that I'm here. For all I know, it was the most important class I ever took, and also that any random night at this bar was just as important. That's interesting. So you think being here tonight will seem important someday? I hope so. I had no better place to be. What's an average day in your life like? Let's see. Wake up, get coffee, procrastinate till noon. This is already a fantastic day. I am working most of the day, even when I'm not writing. I'm thinking about work. In fact, I don't know that I ever turned it off. This, too, sounds amazing. When you love your work, what need is there to separate it from your life? Yes, exactly. Just the mere description of Andrew's day is enough to get your blood pumping. To be a writer, to spend your days in contemplation, to be free. You can't wait anymore. You want it now. I seriously want your amazing life. Ha. Easy now. I promise there are drawbacks to what I do. They're just a little hard to see from the top of the glass. You don't know who Lily Peters is? Are you kidding? Can I ask you about the city? I'm not from here, if that's what you're wondering. I grew up on the island. You grew up on Perfect Tides? What? No. You know, the larger island connected to that? Oh, the mainland. Did you grow up in a dinky resort town? Sort of. I mean, only until I was 17. So, until yesterday. That place is cute. I just can't imagine being there in the winter. It gets boring, yeah. There was nobody to talk to, so I just wrote all the time. Okay, now you're making it sound good. And it was rare I'd get to see the rest of my family, and yeah, I get it. It's a paradise. Is your old place for rent? You ever see Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? Yeah, it's awesome. Thompson's gotta be my favorite author. I always think I'll outgrow him, but I keep coming back. I feel that way about Toy Story. Jesus. You need to warn me before putting time into perspective like that. Sure, I've read Kropotkin, a little Goldman, some Berkman, fun stuff. Cool. Do you consider yourself an anarchist? Nah. In practice, it's a lot of rich kids promoting political goals that are naive at best and at worst unachievable by design. Is it naive to dream of a better world? Not when you're young, it isn't. Your politics don't need to have an immediate utility. Life hasn't weighed you down. Like with houses and jobs and stuff? I guess that's what I mean, although I've yet to have a career or an apartment with more than one room. You sound like a comrade to me. You may be right. That's interesting. Andrew is the first person who really wanted to discuss politics with you. Perhaps your university friends are too steeped in their chosen majors. You should take this discussion outside of school more often. How do you like the jukebox? I just put in a bunch of songs. Really? Sounds like the same song is just playing on loop. Youch. Forget I asked. I mean, it is the same song playing on loop. Should we ask him about sex? I'm a rapidly aging man who's been off the market for 7 years, not some giggling college freshman. Right. I apologize. My vile, degenerate peers and I forgive you. So you're not trying to fuck me? Yes, please. Do you know where to get any? Wow, aren't you forward? Only on this topic. If we hang out long enough, I'll tell you about my guy. But I may put you through a series of Herculean labors first. I will do whatever it takes, my lord. Smoke the multi-headed Herberus, clean the Augean bong in a single day. I think we'll get along. Okay, so he seems cool. We gotta come here more often, Mara. I know. Max, you met Mara, right? Yep. How's it going? You were worried that Daniel was purposefully ignoring you while he talked to Max, but now he seems happy to let you in. You're surprised at the quickness with which you forget this wounded feeling. All is forgiven. Your reading was awesome. Really? Because I thought I'd be apologizing for it. What? Why? Sorry, I don't like his British accent. I gotta go back. It was old material. This shithead invited me last minute, and I couldn't write anything new in time. I invited you a week ago, asswipe. You want me to come up with something actually good? Or some crap thrown together at last minute? You guys are in school for this, right? Yep. Uh-huh. If you were asked to write something for a reading like that, would 1 week be enough time? It depends. Well, it depends. I mean, sometimes the ideas just don't come. Or you've got personal stuff that week, or... Thank you! Andrew is shaking his head. Well, yeah, but none of that's a real excuse, not when it's your job. Nope. None of what we're talking about is a job, though. I don't know. I think you should treat it all like a job. You just gotta get it done, whether you feel like it or not. So, I trust you've turned in every paper on time this year? A lady never tells. It depends on the deadline, too. Some teachers are a little more uptight about it, and with some confusion, you realize that everyone else in this conversation has moved on. It seems the matter does not need to be resolved. Oh, homie walked in. As you approach John, you notice the cool night air and potent smell of cigarettes still emanating from him. What are you getting? Too many goddamn choices at this place. I know. It's ridiculous. What's that you've got? This? Oh, it's... it's Adam. Fuck. I've gotta let it ring, my friend. You let your phone ring for a full cycle. You don't want Adam to suspect you've rejected the call. That your phone? Yeah. Sorry. No worries. I see what you're doing there. After an excruciatingly long cycle of rings, the call finally goes to voicemail. Watch this motherfucker call again. Just so you guys know, all the choices I've made in this game so far, minus the anarchism paper that I wrote for Walsh's class, I'm making all the decisions I would make in my real life. I'm RPing this shit. I would totally let that ring. Sorry. Yeah, so this is Red Bull and, vodka? Yeah, that's it. You're an animal drinking that. Really? Seems like kind of a baby drink being so sweet, but... A voicemail notification has appeared, followed by multiple, increasingly frantic text messages. Sorry, oh my fucking god. You're mortified. You can't bear to ignore it anymore. I gotta take it, sorry. It's okay. Hello? Is the thing still going? What was that? The reading. Is it still going? No, it ended. Sorry, it's loud in here. Where are you? Just a place nearby. Restaurant? I can barely hear you. Sorry, it just started to get loud in here. Can you go outside? Through the street-facing window, you see a line of newcomers at the entrance waiting to have their IDs checked by a large and unforgiving bouncer. There's a good chance you won't be able to get back inside. I'll call you back, okay? I can't leave right now. Mara, come here. Who's there with you? Adam, I have to go. Are you serious? What? You're really just blowing me off like this. It's not that, Adam. It's not like these people are my friends. I'm just trying to make connections. Navigate the industry. Adam grunts in a somewhat agreeable manner. Through the noise of the bar, you hear a long and resigned exhalation. Are you drinking? Just Red Bull. Adam, I really have to go. I'm really not trying to blow you off. The thing's just going on longer than I expected and I can't leave yet. Yeah. I'll call you tonight. Yeah. I love you. I love you too. Very much. Very much for me too. Bye. Mara, get the fuck over here! Sorry, that's the wrong voice. Mara, get the fuck over here! Max has a sidekick. Look at this shit. Yo! Max's phone is indeed impressive. Oh, a sidekick! Like the phone that like used to flip up. It would be like, you know what I mean? You see that move? Max's phone is indeed impressive. A full-color, widescreen display is accompanied by a pull-out QWERTY keyboard for easy typing. Bro, I feel like I saw someone with a sidekick when I was a kid. I was like, yo, that shit is sick. But it didn't feel like 2003, you know what I mean? I was probably older than 4. Do people get freaked out when you respond to them really fast? Nah, I always wait a minute before typing back. I don't want to change what people expect of me. You finished your first drink. The clock is ticking to order another one before you need to catch the train. Can you talk to me about sex, please? You decide to muster the courage to talk to the blonde woman behind the bar, an interaction you're certain will be the worst of her night. Excuse me? What's up? Oh, not much, just hanging out at the bar. You need another? Yes, please. As she makes your drink, you resist the urge to silently mouth your words back to yourself. You actually find it easy, more so than usual, to drop the whole thing from your mind. What has changed? How has this torturous exchange been sewn up so neatly? Because you're drinking, girl. Red Bull and vodka, enjoy. Thank you. You're so good at making these. Make a lot of them. Cheers. Oh, okay, cheers. I'm getting fud up. Max is busy talking to Andrew right now. This is somewhat of a relief since you don't think you have anything interesting to say to him. Mara. Daniel. My good chum. My main peep. My main purse. My main purse. Like person? I'm glad we're friends, you know that? Me too. I'm just so glad we're here. Yes, I love that we're here. You genuinely love that you're here. At the center of your words is a warmth that overtakes you. Your treasured friend, these incomprehensibly talented writers. You are in remarkably good company. I need another. You? You're gonna be here a while then? Yeah. I guess you've got to get to the train though. Shit. Yeah, I do. Thanks for everything, dude. I mean it. I never would have had the guts to make tonight happen. Aww. Beyond the sharp presence of alcohol, you catch the scent of Daniel's neck in your embrace. We fucking tonight, baby! Woo! Beyond the sharp presence of alcohol, you catch the scent of Daniel's neck in your embrace. For a moment, Daniel is reduced to one small body in your mind, unguarded by his usual sarcasm. Okay, get home safe. I will. I saw your news, man. Shit. Oh, I have to say bye to Andrew. I gotta go. Thanks for everything today. Great having you along. Come out with us again sometime. Cool. I will. Oh, hey, give me your email. Andrew hands you a pen with a small notebook, open to a page of his own illegible scribbles. Near the bottom of the sheet is Daniel's name with his school email address. If you want, I mean. I'm trying to organize another reading. Oh, yes, cool. You quickly jot down your information, paying special attention to the clarity of each letter. This is surprisingly difficult after the drinks you've had, but you're sure the result cannot be misinterpreted. I'll be in touch with the guidelines. I'd love it if you wanted to enter something. Oh, okay. Thanks. Your fibers immediately start to hum with the possibility of this invitation. That would be awesome. I'd love that. Thank you, Andrew. Cool, well, think about what you might want to read. In another instant, Andrew coolly hands you his business card. You are immediately impressed by the card's weight, functional yet stylish design, and matte finish. This goes into your back pocket, never to be seen by civilized man again. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna think about this on the way home. You have a long trip? Yeah, train. You sure you can make it back? Oh, yeah, not a problem. I've done this trip a million times, and the drinks actually woke me up, if you can believe it. I can believe it. Take care, kid. Okay. Oh, let's say bye to this homie. Leaving already? Yeah, can't miss my train. Got time for a smoke? Now, that's just too enticing to resist. Oh, I'm gonna get crossed. Even if your exit from the night is rushed, you can at least enjoy one last luxury. Uh-oh, the train ride's gonna be fucked. So, you're a writer? Yes, sir. What kind of things you write about? Well, you know, I don't really write about any kind of thing, per se. No, I just mean, not right now. Haha, okay. John, I just mean... Figures I'd lose my words like this. It's alright. I just mean, I wrote a lot of crap before college. Mostly fantasy or sci-fi. A lot of really derivative stuff, using other people's characters. Uh-huh, they call that fan fiction, right? Fan fiction? Yeah, fan fiction. Oh god, I can't even say that out loud anymore. It's so embarrassing. Okay. So you don't write about other people's characters anymore? No, definitely not. Instead, you write about nothing. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. I guess I've just been breaking my style, you know? I was on a bad path, I think. And I'm just trying to study a lot of good writing right now and clear out all those bad ideas and figure out what my real style is. Uh-huh. Style. The critics say my style is the worst part of me. Psst, what do critics know? They panned Moby Dick in its time. Have you read Moby Dick? Not all of it, but I guess I sort of agree with them about me. Style's just your limitations. The ones people can see. You know? It fills in the gaps between the actual substance of the thing. So, I think that's wise, what you're doing, Mara. Breaking it all down. I wish I'd been able to study. I really just had to get going at some point. But I want to do that too, John. Just get going. Get serious. You will. But why are you so impatient? You're in college. You can barely eat solid food. I'm not that young. Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein when she was 19. Bret Easton Ellis had 2 best-selling books by 23. Hunter S. Thompson, The Rum Diary? 22. Aha! Yeah, sure. That's all true, but... John is looking off distractedly. I'm running out of time. The world passes you by if you're not, John's gaze wanders into the street. You realize self-consciously that he's bored, perhaps even annoyed, by this hill you've chosen to climb. You feel foolish, juvenile. Sorry. Huh? Nothing, just being stupid. Nah, you're not stupid. It's good that you're impatient. You can let that drive you. Just don't worry about other people's success. Keep your head down and write. It's not like you can have someone else's life, you know. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I got a few galleys in my new book. You want one? For real? I could trade you for one of my books. That's nice, but I really got a light in my bag. Right. Right. Oh, shit. Hell yeah. Love to hear what you think. You're certain John can't seriously mean this. He must get terrific feedback from his editors and true peers. Regardless, you are flattered. The book is an intimate object, coarse and unseen. Wow, I can't wait to read it. Well, it was nice to meet you, Mara. Maybe I'll see you again with Andrew and all of them. Yeah, I hope so. John Klein. John was nice to me, way nicer than I deserved. What's the book? Problem Circus by John Klein. Can I read more than one book a day? Uh-oh, it appears you're too intoxicated to read at the moment. No, I'm not. Sure you're not. Why don't you try again later, you sot? That's funny. Last train to Vanilla Bay, now boarding on track 3. Last call for the last train, all aboard. The train's about to leave. Hurry over to the platform. Oh, shit. The Suffolk Station Smoothie King proudly declares itself the pioneering figure of the whole smoothie thing. That's the one way to become king, you suppose. Smoothie King. That's actually a real brand. The M is your go-to restaurant when you're in a hurry and broke at Suffolk Station, which is pretty much always, though maybe not the healthiest food to put in your body. Your scant finances ensure you can only eat so much. The entirety of this station is serviced by this one mighty drinking fountain. You find yourself once more in the city's and perhaps nation's busiest transit hub. All regional rail and subway systems coalesce here at Suffolk Station. Of course, you prefer to call it Suck Dick Station. Suck Dick Station. Suffolk Station. Suck Dick Station. As the experience of being here is universally demeaning. Yeah, it sucks dick. Me and Lily made that up. It's true that you and Lily have been calling it that since you were 12. It is very clever. Yeah, we started it, now everyone calls it that. Who else calls it that? Oh, well, me, Daniel, Theo, basically everyone I hang out with. Already, your mark on the canon is undeniable. I just got an achievement that said Suck Dick Station. That's what it's called. That's so fucking good, bro. Hell yeah. Suck Dick Station, brother. Let's do it. East River News is an expensively convenient place to find Bebis Cola, candy, and travel-sized personal care items at Suck Dick Station. Here, a spread of printed timetables are free for the taking. Since you now know your commute to and from Suck Dick Station by heart, you no longer need such things. This massive board shows up-to-date departure times, platform locations, and station stops for the Suck Dick Station regional rail system. The shifting numbers and names are simply enthralling. A younger version of yourself would have stood and watched it change all day. Tickets for subway, regional rail, and intercity travel at Suck Dick Station can be purchased at this counter. It is in these interactions with the world's most besieged counter people that you forget your last remnants of childlike shyness. With its massive flow of travelers, Suck Dick Station waiting rooms are rarely empty. You've seen more than one family sleeping here, legs propped on a teetering mound of luggage. In colder months, it's not uncommon to find homeless people sleeping here too. In response, most of the benches have been replaced with small metal armchairs. These are comfortable to no one, sitting or otherwise. Yeah, fuck cities for doing that. Well, let's get to the train, I guess. Dude, look at this border. Look at this fucking cool ass border. I'm obsessed with the borders. I mean, look, it's like the train lines. And a hole puncher. God, it's so fucking cool. The exhilaration of the night is like fire in your feet. You're completely restless, looking for it to continue. The train will take about 40 minutes. You figure that's enough time to make a dent in John's book. Oh, right. You're drunk. You're very drunk. You've never been this drunk before. Vanilla Bay Station is next. Tickets, everyone. We're not stopping in West Beltah? Nope. Express train. But what if that's where I live? You ride the train before? Yes, all the time. I'm pretty much an expert. Think your expertise can get you home? Yeah, I've got it. Someone you can call? Yeah, I'll be fine, thanks. Tickets, everyone. Fuck. Crap. Mom might be in bed by now. Hello? The concern in Mom's voice mingles with exhaustion. Hey, Mom. Sorry to call so late. Where are you? On the train. Getting in soon. Okay, that's good. When I didn't hear from you, I didn't know if you were coming. Of course I'm coming. We talked about spending the day together, Mom. I didn't forget. Are you all right? Yeah, I'm fine. You sound a little... I don't know. Just tired is all. I'm actually on the express. There's only one I could get at this hour, so... Mara. So, can you pick me up? It comes in about 20 minutes. I was just winding down for the day. I know, but... 20 minutes? Manila Bay? Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Mom. I really appreciate it. You hear the click of Mom's phone long before you finish thanking her. Mom should feel lucky. You were such a good kid in high school. You try to direct your focus to a point in front of your face as the room begins to spin. How could this have felt so good just minutes ago? I'm gonna yak, aren't I? Oh, fuck! I'm gonna have to go back to that. That image. I want to see the map so bad. You can't remember how long you've been standing here, but the last person who was waiting for a ride has been picked up. You are the only one left. Your delight at the night's events are sinking into doubt. You were only invited to the bar because of Daniel. It's him they wanted all along. Your presence is burdensome. You bring nothing of value to a conversation. You are a leech. You're not a writer to them. You're hardly even a writer to Daniel. John doesn't think you're a writer either. You're not that naive. He probably just wants to fuck you. At least, if he did, you'd be worth something. You're having terrible thoughts. You just need to get home. Mom, where are you? Thank God. Sorry. I had to take care of some things at home. It's fine. Let's just go. You alright? Just really tired. Can we go? Do you need anything? Please just drive, Mom. Stop. Oh. Fuck. Oops! In sleep, you're battered by jackhammers, bulldozers, men shouting expletives. As you regain consciousness, the men make their exit. The noise is replaced with a dull, waxy ringing. Mom is moving around in the kitchen. Adam has been trying to call. You need to get your bearings before you call him back. You can't argue, and you're certain it will be an argument on an empty, achy stomach. Man, the combination of alcohol and THC made for a particularly turbulent sleep. Scanning back through your night, you can't find a single benefit to smoking that rancid joint. Sure, it might have endeared you to the group, but was the sickness and anxiety that followed really worth it? You were sure the number would go up that time about drugs. What gives? You're learning so much here. You're having, like, experiences and shit. Sheesh. What a ripoff. How come I'm not learning anything about drugs? You're supposed to spend the day with Mom. It's already past noon. Fuck. Oh, damn. Let me tell you, that was fucking sad. That self-doubt moment at the station was really sad. Honestly, like, it made me, like, it made me a little emotional for a moment. Like, when she was like, just go home, Mom. Like, something about, like, being in, like, a terrible moment of self-doubt and, like, your parents being like the one to like save you from that is like, that just like hits something like primal in me, you know? But shit, this is a good game. This is a really good game. I really like this shit. Let me tell you. That was an awesome fucking day. I'm gonna go back and look at the map to get an idea of like where things are at. That was like a really quick glance at the map, and I want to see like the geography. That shit's important to me. GULOTIDES Station Dublation. Yeah.